From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
A police chief behind the wheel of a police vehicle found himself involved in an accident that left both him and an 80-year-old scooter driver injured. The morning wreck is where we begin this afternoon, live at 4. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. An 80-year-old man from Drums was flown to a trauma center after his motor scooter was hit by a police SUV this morning at a busy intersection in downtown Hazleton. News 13 was on scene literally seconds after the crash happened here at the intersection of Broad and Laurel Streets. Hazleton City Police Chief Frank D'Andrea was headed west on Broad Street when his police SUV struck the motor scooter traveling across Broad on Laurel Street. Witnesses at the scene told News 13 that Chief D'Andrea had the green light and it was a red light for those on Laurel Street. 80-year-old Walter Bloss of Drums was ejected off of that motor scooter. We're told hit the chief's hood and then hit the ground. Immediately, the chief helped the man who remained conscious and talking but was visibly injured. Bloss was loaded into an ambulance and then flown to a trauma center where we're told he was being treated for some serious injuries. Chief D'Andrea also suffered what we're told was a knee injury, but he waited to go to the hospital until the man was taken care of. The intersection was closed off for several hours after the crash as police reconstructed the scene. There was a third vehicle involved in the accident. The motor scooter actually slammed into the front of that vehicle after the initial impact. A man wanted out of New Jersey gave police in Freeland a big problem Thursday night. This is Robert Demelfi. Police got word that he was at a Maple Street home in the borough, so they went there to pick him up, knowing there was a warrant out for his arrest. Police found Demelfi there, who denied having a warrant and said it had been lifted. So police checked once again with Luzerne County 911 on the status of the warrant, which was indeed still active and was for possession of drugs. 3 police officers told Demelfi he was under arrest. Demelfi said he wasn't going anywhere and started physically fighting those officers. He hit one in the face, caused another to fall down, and forced the officers to use pepper spray to subdue him. Demelfi continued to struggle with officers even after being sprayed. Eventually, he was brought under control. Police called for an ambulance to come and check Demelfi out and wash out his eyes from that pepper spray. Tonight, Demelfi is in the county lockup. Just 37 days after their home was raided by police for drugs, Hazleton police again busted 2 people inside their city home on Thursday. Their arrest came after a confidential informant purchased crack cocaine from the residence on Tuesday. 25-year-olds Alfonso Saba and Examara Campos, both of Pine Street, are already free on bail for previous drug charges. Now the duo face new charges. This is video from their last arrest, which included another man who was not involved in this case. Saba and Campos were in front of a judge again last night. Judge Joe Zola set Campos's bail at $50,000 and Saba's at $100,000. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, Campos said at her hearing Thursday that she did not sell drugs, but has a bad habit and entered rehab and was going to school. She also claims that they were arrested because they live next to a crack house. 'Tis the season to be bit by those pesky little mosquitoes. May marks the beginning of mosquito season, and this year the first mosquito carrying the West Nile virus in Pennsylvania was discovered rather early. On May 3rd, the infected mosquito was found in Berks County, but the virus has also been detected in Luzerne County. News 13 talked with the City of Hazleton's health officer, Mark Thompson, who tells us the weather conditions this spring are ideal for the reproduction of mosquitoes and the spread of the West Nile virus. While we may not be able to control the weather, there are certain things we can control. For example, mosquitoes love to breed and lay their eggs in old tires just laying around filling up with water. Another popular spot, neglected swimming pools. If you have a cover on your pool, make sure there's no water puddles on top of it. Also keep your water treated and your filter up and running.
because anytime the water turns stagnant, if it's just sitting there for days on end, turns green or brown, then you know you have a problem, and you can infest an entire neighborhood with mosquitoes.
Blocked rain gutters are also popular breeding grounds for mosquitoes, along with wheelbarrows, plant pots, recycling bins, aluminum cans, even dog bowls left outside. If you or someone you know has a mosquito problem, contact the Hazleton City Health Department at 459-4980. If you think you may have West Nile, signs are much like the flu: headaches, achiness, extreme exhaustion, fever, and disorientation. It's best to see your doctor right away if you do have any of those symptoms. It's a growing problem this time of year. Weeds, unsightly overgrown weeds, and grass too. If your property is home to grass or weeds over 10 inches, then your property is most likely home to infestation of fleas and rodents too. And if the city of Hazleton gets complaints about your property, you could be fined and have to pay out. City officials are also doing their best trying to clean up the area, making it more attractive to the eye. In years past, the city has conducted code sweeps, and they may just do it again this year. Coming up on News 13, an event for all you little anglers out there, but you must be a small angler. Grab your fishing gear and get ready, because this weekend the water is all yours. Plus, what a week it was for residents at Mountain City Nursing. Starting with a trip to Disney World. Actually, Disney World came to them along with Representative Tara Toohill. We'll explain.
It's time for the Movie Minute on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10, just outside the Laurel Mall. Lots of great flicks to check out this weekend as Avengers continues to draw a crowd at the box office, playing in 2D and 3D. New to the big screen this weekend is What to Expect, a look at love through the eyes of 5 interconnected couples experiencing the thrills and surprises of having a baby, and ultimately coming to understand the universal truth that no matter what you plan for, life doesn't always deliver what's expected. And Rihanna makes her big screen debut in Battleship, where a fleet of ships is forced to do battle with an armada of unknown origins in order to discover and prevent their destructive goals. For all the showtimes at Regal Cinema 10, call 450-7454. Or to speak to a movie attendant, call 450-7340.
Ronnie and Fred, thanks so much. Have a nice weekend. And here are your winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers from your midday drawing. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First, a very happy 50th birthday to Jim. This wish comes from Anna Mae, Matt, and Chris. And a happy birthday to Rosalie Bednar. She celebrates this tomorrow. This wish comes from your family, friends, and everyone here at SSP TV. And now for tonight's Talk of the Town. There will be a chicken barbecue at the New England Fire Company in Tamaqua, Saturday, May 19th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a drive-thru takeout only. You get a half a chicken, potato, pepper cabbage, applesauce, roll, and a drink, all for a donation of only $8. For tickets, you can call 570-277-6606. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Lucille Petrovich of Hazleton. The arrangements are under the direction of the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. James J. McCaffrey, formerly of Ebervale. The arrangements are under the direction of the Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Carmen Lagana of Latimer. The funeral will be held Monday at 9 a.m. from the Firo Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. And William E. Swain of Drums. The funeral will be held Sunday at 6 p.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Tonight's obituary is often brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for the second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-priced dinner menu for 2012. Remember, there's plenty of free parking in the Markle Building lot. Find us on the web at miasrestaurant.com or follow us on Facebook.
And we're back here at Treasure Hunt with more great deals of the week. We're outside today with the nice weather. focusing on men's new arrivals. As you can see, we have name brand items, $5 shorts, $8 pants. You can't beat it. We have men's designer workwear, $5 to $10, including jackets and even shorts. And inside Treasure Hunt new arrivals, again for the men, we have your polo shirts in a variety of colors for just $4. And we also have your dress shorts for only $5. And check out the variety of colors for wind jackets for the men, just $10. We didn't forget about the ladies. We have new arrivals for you as well, including designer name tank tops for $3, breaker pants for $8, and for the girls, we also have shorts. They're $4. Remember, we're now open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 to 4. Stop by in our new location, West Clay Avenue in West Hazleton. We'll see you next week with more great deals.
Well, TGIF, everyone, a nice day today and hopefully a nice weekend headed our way. We'll check and see in just a minute, but first, this creative condition sent to us by Christian Bittner, a student from the Hazleton Elementary Middle School. What a nice little tire swing I see there. Let's head outside now to check on the forecast over the next 24 hours. Mostly clear skies will take us through the rest of your Friday evening. We'll dip down to 44. Look at that Saturday forecast. Sunny skies, calm wind, 77 degrees. Doesn't get much better than that. And there are a lot of outdoor activities this weekend. So that is, I'm sure, music to the ears of all the organizers. Your forecast tonight brought to you by Just Windows and much, much more. 636-1133 First Street, Freeland. Better windows plus better installation equals Just Windows. Visit online at justwindowsandmore.com. Also, Fagley Oil Company. Make sure you call today and make Fagley's your oil company at 1-800-572-4925 or visit www.fagleys.com. Well, residents at Mountain City Nursing Home had a fun-filled week as Disney World was brought to their doorstep. Animal Kingdom, MGM, and Epcot were just some of the exciting attractions residents experienced as the staff created the world around them, all for National Nursing Home Week. News 13 stopping by Thursday afternoon for Medieval Day. This creative event even caught the attention of State Representative Tara Toohill, who stopped by to check it out and meet and greet with the residents. We talked with Mountain City's Administrator Marianne Chackles, who told us all about today's theme.
And today we have Sword and the Stone, and our theme today is the medieval. So we have all of our residents that wanted to come out, enjoy our festivities. We have an open pit, cooking, and we have our staff behind me who is dressed in medieval times.
If you think Thursday's theme was fun, today residents enjoyed a Disney parade. All their favorite Disney princesses and characters came to life and hopefully end their week magically. I must say, this event is definitely the definition of teamwork. This weekend, volunteers will line Main Street in Cunningham, creating a human chain, and will pass food straight down the line all the way to the Valley Food Pantry. Take a look at the volunteers in action from previous years. They are really working hard to get the job done and done well. This human food chain is organized by Cunningham United Methodist Church and has been running for 12 years, all to benefit the local Valley Food Pantry. Sunday schools and local volunteers all get involved, or should I say in line, to pass the food. If you want to get in on the fun, you can, even if you are not a member of the church. The human food chain is happening this Sunday, May 20th, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. All you have to do is show up with a non-perishable food item. For more information, contact Billy Schaefer at 788-4199. Another reminder for all the smallest little anglers watching at home, get ready to cast your line and see what you can catch, because Lake Irene is all yours from 10 till 2 Sunday, May 20th. For a fishing derby brought to you by the Hazle Township Recreation Board. The derby's open to all ages up to 11 and it is free. Winners of the derby will receive prizes donated by local businesses. You can even win a bike or a new fishing pole and so much more. Plus, some special fishies will be brought in to hopefully hook on to. No pre-registration is required, so we will see you there. Get that sunscreen ready and bring some water, because it's going to be sunny and warm. An exciting weekend happening at Community Park, because don't forget, The Italian Festival is on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. all day at Community Park in Hazle Township. Well, your Live at 4:30 is on deck with Jasmine Brooks. Make sure you stay with us. I'm Kristen Bazinski. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. See you back here next week. Good night.
Coming up right now, live at 4:30, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and YouTube are becoming more and more popular for folks to communicate with each other and show off pictures and video. But they're also a great way to get attention, and that's exactly what a new Facebook page created by a Hazleton resident is for, to hopefully get some problem properties noticed.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Good afternoon, and thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Jasmine Brooks. Well, some folks don't like the way their hometown looks, so they've taken their anger to Facebook, hoping the right person will see what they see and do something about it. Take a look at these snapshots that irritated neighbors took of other properties. Trash bags in piles, dirty siding, and more, all showcased over Facebook to call out the homeowners. Using this social network as a way to vent and get the attention of others may be a good idea to angry neighbors, but Hazleton City Health Officer Mark Thompson, he disagrees.
Well, we have the mechanism set up already for people to lodge complaints with the health department. And I think it's much more efficient if they go through the appropriate departments at City Hall, be they police, code enforcement, or the health department, to lodge their complaints rather than going on Facebook, because quite frankly, I don't have time to consult Facebook. I'm so busy investigating the complaints that are coming in through the normal route. But the best thing to do is to make the complaint in writing and to sign your name. We do not have to investigate anonymous complaints, although we do, but we're not obliged to. You have a better chance of them getting priority if you do sign your name.
Thompson says you can also go to www.hazletoncity.org to file your complaint. You can also call the health department at 459-4980. Thompson says this is the best way to get your problem solved and clean up your neighborhood. Cleaning up and smoothing out Diamond Avenue in the city was on the list of things to do on this sunny day for PennDOT workers. We found them paving Diamond Avenue near Church Street. The roadway will be given a new coat of tar from Church all the way to near the Stockton Road intersection. This will make for a much more enjoyable ride in this part of the city. An 80-year-old man from Drums was flown to a trauma center after his motor scooter was hit by a police SUV this morning at a busy intersection in downtown Hazleton. News 13 was on scene literally seconds after the crash happened here at the intersection of Broad and Laurel Streets. Hazleton City Police Chief Frank D'Andrea was headed west on Broad Street when his SUV struck the motor scooter traveling across Broad on Laurel. Witnesses at the scene told News 13 that Chief D'Andrea had the green light and it was a red light on Laurel. 80-year-old Walter Bloss of Drums was ejected off his motor scooter, hit the chief's hood, and then to the ground. Immediately, the chief helped the man, who remained conscious and talking but was visibly injured. Bloss was loaded into an ambulance and then flown to a trauma center where we're being told he was being treated for serious injuries. Chief D'Andrea also suffered a knee injury, but waited to go to the hospital until the man was taken care of. The intersection was closed off for several hours after the crash as police reconstructed the scene. There was a third vehicle involved in the accident. The motor scooter actually slammed into the front of it after the initial impact. For 120 years, the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce has been uniting local businesses for an event that has only grown bigger and better. Our Andy Minnick was there as the many opportunities that are available in the area were front and center.
The Chamber provides services and networking opportunities for businesses in the area who are members at the annual dinner Thursday evening at Genetti Inn & Suites. The group is very active in the community and does what it can to improve the quality of life in the greater Hazleton neighborhoods. This year's event proved to be just as good as years past.
Fantastic. This event is always a huge success year after year. We wish the Chamber the best of luck, and we're so proud to be a member and always a part of the trade show year after year.
This is a fabulous event. The Chamber, Donna Palermo and her whole staff do a fabulous job in putting this together each year. I can only imagine how much work this is. Really brings employers out and businesses out, community leaders, everyone within the community, to really demonstrate the very strong sense of community and businesses that we have here.
We are now in a time where businesses need to be more competitive than ever. Just how do they do it?
You know, it's tough economic times right now for all businesses, and healthcare is no exception. What we've been able to do is really pull together as a team, working with our board, administration, our staff, and the medical staff to really focus on our mission within the community. And that's making sure that we have access to quality health care for all the citizens of Hazleton.
Our company's been family owned in the Hazleton area since 1921, which is 91 years. And it's very important to be involved and interact with all the other community businesses, because that's who supports us, and we equally want to support them.
McCann has remained successful because of its strong reputation. We've been in the industry over 100 years, providing students with a valuable education and the opportunity and resources to find employment in their field after graduation.
Now, if you are a local business owner who just might want to join the Chamber, or just someone who would like more information, it can be found at hazletonchamber.org. For SSP TV News 13, I'm Andy Minnick.
And another congratulations to Janine Lasant-Mazarkevich for being chosen as the Athena Award winner this year. She was presented with the award during the Business Expo and Dinner Thursday night. The award is sponsored by Berger Family Dealerships. The Athena Award is presented each and every year to a Hazleton area businesswoman for outstanding professional achievement. Stay with us tonight on News 13 Live at 4:30. We take a look at the forecast. Will we have a nice weekend? I sure hope so. That answer is coming up. And speaking of weather, it was raining eggs at one local school as students applied their physics knowledge to one unique project. You won't want to miss it. 'Tis the season to be bit by mosquitoes. May marks the beginning of mosquito season, and this year the first mosquito carrying the West Nile virus here in Pennsylvania was discovered early. On May 3rd, the infected mosquito was found in Berks County, but the virus has also been detected in Luzerne County. News 13 talked with the City of Hazleton's health officer, Mark Thompson, who tells us the weather condition this spring is ideal for the reproduction of mosquitoes and the spread of West Nile virus. While we may not be able to control the weather, obviously, there are certain things we can control. For example, mosquitoes love to breed and lay their eggs in old tires just laying around filling up with water. Another popular spot, neglected swimming pools. If you have a cover on your pool, make sure there is no water puddles on top. Also, keep your water treated and your filter up and running.
Because anytime the water turns stagnant, if it's just sitting there for days on end, turns green or brown, then you know you have a problem, and you can infest an entire neighborhood with mosquitoes.
Blocked rain gutters are also popular breeding grounds for mosquitoes, along with wheelbarrows, plant pots, recycling bins, aluminum cans, even dog bowls left outside. If you or someone you know may have a problem with mosquitoes, contact the city's health department at 459-4980. Now, if you think you may have West Nile, signs are much like the flu: headaches, achingness, extreme exhaustion, fever, and disorientation. It's best to see your doctor right away if you do have any of these symptoms. Well, it's a growing problem this time of year: weeds, unsightly, overgrown weeds, and grass too. So if your property is home to grass or weeds over 10 inches, then your property is most likely home to infestation, fleas, and rodents too. And if the City of Hazleton gets complaints about your property, you could be fined and have to pay out. City officials are also doing their best to try to clean up the area, making it more attractive to the eye. In past years, the city has conducted code sweeps, and they may just do it again this season. Well, TGIF, everyone, a nice day today and hopefully a nice weekend headed our way. We'll check that out in just a minute. But first, this creative condition sent to us by Christian Bittner, a student from Hazleton Elementary Middle School. What a nice little tire swing there, Christian, let's head outside now to check on the forecast for the next 4 days and throughout the weekend. Tonight, mostly clear skies, wind picking up to 8 miles an hour. You're going to see a low down to 44 degrees. Looking at that 4-day outlook, looking pretty good. Saturday, all sunshine, 77 degrees for your high. Sunday, the clouds will come out, but still a high reaching 77 degrees. Monday, a little more clouds, your low down to 54, high still at 73. And Tuesday, a little bit of a storm headed our way, a high of 72 with a low down to 55 degrees. Tonight's forecast brought to you by the Lazy Dog Salon, Dog and Cat Grooming, located at 525 North Broad Street in West Hazleton. Give them a call for your furry friend today at 459-0310. And Valley High Drive-In, delicious. I got my fix today. It's along Route 93 in West Hazleton. Ice cream, food, and so much more. It's now open for the season. Stop by at any time. An iconic structure in our area is undergoing a facelift just in time for the warm summer months ahead. News 13 stopping by the Freeland Park Pavilion that has hosted many events over the last 100 years, like the annual Freeland Memorial Day service, all types of concerts, youth programs, and so much more. Ganella Baking Company is helping to restore the structure so that the community can continue to make memories in the pavilion that is the anchor of Freeland. The baking company, along with Leadership Hazleton, raised more than $7,000 toward the repainting of the structure and the building of a new disabled access ramp for visitors and strollers. We spoke with Dave Snyder of ING Contractors earlier today, who tells News 13 that it's been at least 50 years since any renovating at all has been done, and the project should last about another 2 weeks. Coming up on News 13, we'll tell you about an event. It's coming up this weekend for a young boy who is now paralyzed, all because of bullying. But first, Freddie B is in with sports. He has highlights from last night's Hazleton Boys High School baseball and so much more. Stay with us. Eggs were falling from the sky Friday afternoon as some highly motivated, bright-eyed, never-fearing students from McAdoo-Clares Elementary Middle School put their imaginations and ingenuity to the test. Competitors from grades 3 through 6 lined up to watch the egg projecting projects fall from the sky in the school's first ever egg drop challenge. Many students collaborated with their parents for the strategic building of the egg carriers. Some withheld the 25-foot drop successfully, leaving behind a whole egg. Others, not so much. News 13 got in on the action and chatted with a few of those who were involved.
There's a few parameters that they have to follow, rules that they have to follow, and the whole idea is that they have to design the container for an egg, and it's to be dropped 25 feet, and all the students whose egg is intact after the drop win the contest. So it's designed for the kids to be creative, show a little ingenuity and have fun at the same time.
I was shaking and closing my eyes during each one. My friend had to tell me when mine came up. I was thinking, oh God, I hope it doesn't break.
It's like really exciting because you don't know what's going to happen to your egg. My egg came out whole. It dropped down and it was the first one down. And I was hoping it wasn't going to break because my dad and I worked on it really hard and it didn't break.
The idea came from 2 teachers in the special education department, and word of the fun idea traveled so quickly, the whole school got involved. The students had 2 weeks to construct prized egg carriers in the hopes their excellent engineering talent would save the egg. Assistant Principal Matt Marnell tells News 13 it was such a hit that they absolutely will do it again, and they look forward to it. Good job to all those who participated in this awesome contest. And finally, tonight we end on a very, very serious note because we want to tell you about an event that we want you to support. A boy by the name of Samuel Brown from the Central School District in Bloomsburg is preparing for yet another surgery on his back after Brown fell victim to another student and is now paralyzed. The dangers and outcome of bullying are never good. Come take a stand this Saturday in Drums at a benefit for Samuel Brown. The Stop the Bullying benefit is being held by Cooper Floral and Gifts and the Hobby headquarters. Show your support and enjoy the day of RC racing. The event will be full of tricky trays, raffles, food, and RC racing demonstrations. It's happening this Saturday, May 19th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Hobby headquarters in Drums. Now, for more information, you can call Terry at 788-3784. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or just simply go to News 13's website. That's ssptv.com, where you're going to find absolutely everything Greater Hazleton and beyond. It's all just one click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe. We'll see you Monday, and obviously have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.